So, Linda, now that Summer League is over, the NBA season will be here before we know it. So, ESPN surveyed 10 different NBA executives and scouts about the upcoming season. The very first question, who the best player would be?
Yeah, I mean, and the vote was split right down the middle between who? Giannis and KD. Yeah, Kevin Durant, who each got 5 votes apiece. LeBron James didn't get a single vote. And of course, he tweeted about that, saying, quote, "Thank you, as if I didn't need more to fuel me. Hashtag washed."
He loves Twitter. And speaking of the Lakers, it appears opinions were actually split on that Russell Westbrook trade. Executives and scouts mentioned Westbrook's move to LA as one of the best of the offseason, as well as one of the worst.
I mean, I love that deal for the Lakers. What's wrong with adding a future Hall of Famer who's hungry to win an NBA title? And by the way, he's buddies with LeBron James. Actually, I'm just trying.
Road record flawless. Well, the odds makers are taking notice as some sportsbooks have made King James the MVP favorite. Mr. Smith, I'm starting with you. How should we feel about LeBron being an MVP favorite at this point?
I'm sorry, Molly. Somebody was in my ear. I didn't hear your complete question. I apologize. What did you say?
Yep. All good. How should we feel about LeBron being an MVP favorite?
I don't think we should have a problem with it. Obviously, I've been talking about Kevin Durant because Max has been talking about Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid obviously deserves consideration, and Kevin Durant is averaging 30, okay, after coming off an Achilles tear. But we have to pay attention to LeBron James, and I don't mind him putting on 46 points against his old team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, basically saying, y'all must have forgot who the hell I am. Certainly he was aiming at somebody courtside sitting next to Cavs ownership that was applauding a miss, and then he put on the show in the fourth quarter. We all get that, but I would remind everybody he didn't really need to drop 46 that game to put his statement season on display. LeBron James is 36 years of age, y'all. 36 years of age. In his 18th season, he is averaging 25, 8, and 7. Okay? On 41% shooting from three-point range, which if he continued at this clip would be the best of his career. Max alluded to his game evolving and basically, just transforming before our very eyes, and that's all fine, good, and dandy. But he's leading the team in scoring. We know that he's your point forward. Everything runs through him. They've got the best record in basketball. They've got the best record in basketball. They're the number 1 seed in the West. They're the reigning defending NBA champions. And oh, by the way, they're undefeated on the road this season going into Philly tonight. And so when you take all of those things into consideration and we talk about an MVP, we do have to take into consideration numbers. We obviously take into strong consideration impact. But when you combine that with the results, meaning number 1 in the NBA as in the best record, unblemished, undefeated, on the road, okay, averaging more points than Anthony Davis at this particular juncture, doing what he has done, and the fact that he's a 4-time champion, the reigning NBA champion and NBA Finals MVP at the age of 36, and still doing what he's doing, I don't think it could be ignored, and I don't think we can summarily dismiss the man's greatness even at this particular moment in time. I ain't talking resume. I'm not talking longevity. I'm talking right now the way that he has been balling for the Los Angeles Lakers. The fact that he's in the conversation for league MVP is not only apropos, but very, very predictable.
Yeah, he's in the running. LeBron's a solid candidate. He's not the choice right now. If you're talking about the best player in basketball, who we all know based on what we keep seeing in the playoffs when it matters most, it's LeBron. We're not up to that yet. I'm the one saying, what are you talking about, regular season MVP? And then just the finals MVP. What about the whole playoffs? We should wait till the end of the finals, then give the MVP for the whole thing. Okay, but you argue actually no. We're talking regular season MVP. We need to incentivize teams. We need to give the paying customer, the fan, something to watch in the regular season. Well, okay, regular season MVP so far has been Joel Embiid. Embiid's the regular season MVP. Stephen A., over his last 5 games, he's averaging 33, 11, and 2 blocks. Joel Embiid shooting over that time 35% from 3. If you want to look at his season numbers, you can talk about points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, all those things, percentages, true shooting, all that kind of stuff. But PER is a good kind of shorthand for that. Embiid is leading the league, well above LeBron. There it is, 31.2. Where's LeBron on the list? So statistically, per game, Embiid has been better. Statistically, per game. But Stephen A., if you just eyeball it, Embiid has been a monster, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. A monster. Maybe the best player in the game defensively. And by the numbers per game, he's the best player in the game offensively. What else is there? There's defense and there's offense, but there's more. LeBron's played in all 18 games. His team is in first place. He is playing with AD, another MVP caliber player. As good as Simmons is, he's not that. LeBron's got AD. They're probably going to split the vote. They're in first place. So are the Sixers. Well, Embiid's only played in 14 games. It hasn't affected where his team is. They're in first place. Now, he has missed 4 games. Tightness in his back and everything. Okay. What happened in those 4 games? It hasn't hurt their position in the standings, in first place in the conference. And what you see when Embiid doesn't play, they don't just kind of barely lose. They get blown out by teams that they beat with Embiid. Stephen A., they have Dwight Howard. It's not like they don't have anything there.
You just hold on. So in other words, part of your argument, Dwight Howard, did you really the rest of this week to jump? So we wish her nothing but the best. Having said all of that, let me say this. I mean, I got bad news for y'all. You know, Christmas Day, me and the family evidently gonna be in L.A. You know, we gonna be in L.A. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Brooklyn versus the Lakers. It's Brooklyn versus the Lakers. I guess I'm gonna be at the Staples Center. I mean, I ain't missing that one. I ain't missing that game right there. This is what it's all about right here. Do y'all understand?
No snow on Christmas for you, Stephen A.
I mean, listen to me and the family, me and the girl, we're going to be right here in L.A. They'll get over it. They'll love it. But here's the deal. Do y'all have any idea how beautiful this season is going to be? I got 6 legitimate contenders in the Western Conference alone. Okay? You got both L.A. squads. You got Denver. Okay? You got Utah. I mean, Lord have mercy. I'm just looking at some of the stuff going on in the NBA. This might be the best season. I can't think of a season that I've looked forward to more. Because in the East, you got Milwaukee. Brooklyn's coming. All right? Philly can't be ignored. Atlanta put us on notice. Miami just got Kyle Lowry. Not Mike Lowry from Bad Boys, Will Smith. Not Mike Lowry. Kyle Lowry. They got Kyle Lowry with Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo coming back in the crew. Okay, I'm just looking. Boston got a new coach. You still got Tatum and Brown. You retained Smart, who, by the way, I think should have. I know he couldn't get more because of Max. Should have got more. I think he's worth more than the $77 million personally over 4 years. But having said all that, I can honestly tell you, I don't know. And knowing how badly Brooklyn and how badly America wants Brooklyn, L.A., how badly Brooklyn probably wants L.A., and L.A. probably wants Brooklyn, I don't know if I've ever looked more forward to an NBA season than the one we are about to embrace. I can't wait.
Well, listen, Stephen Naismith, while it is true that you love some NBA basketball, and this game is taking place Christmas Day, Lakers-Nets in L.A., you also are very, very fond of Aaron Rodgers, that bad man. In fact, you have branded yourself practically, when you think of Aaron Rodgers, I think of you saying that bad man.
He is
and the Cleveland Browns are playing the Packers also Christmas Day. Maybe you should go to Green Bay. Maybe you should go to Green Bay. You know what? I think it's best that I go to L.A. for the Lakers and Nets. And I'm a Lakers fan after all. And as such a big Rodgers guy, maybe you should go to Green Bay for Green Bay and Cleveland. What do you think?
You know, I went to a doctor. I got examined by a doctor earlier, earlier in the week, and they just said that, my body with the cold weather, it's It's not
I
really.
see.
We
It's
don't
that
vibe,
West
you know.
Indian blood.
So it's important for my health, my spirit.
I should go to the
All
Green
right,
Bay.
for
Hey,
my spirit,
Stephen,
my
I want to
spirit.
show you something.
It's good that I'm
You
in
belong in
LA
that Caribbean
and I
sun,
watch Green Bay and Cleveland on
Okay,
television.
I
That's
see.
what the plan will be.
Here's the thing. I don't think there are any contenders in the Western Conference or the Eastern Conference if Brooklyn and LA are healthy. I think they're pretenders. Great teams.
Oh.
But if LA is healthy, I think they're going to the final.
I think if Kawhi gets healthy, the Clippers are
Everyone
contenders.
else is pretenders.
I
think if Kawhi
I agree
gets
with
healthy-
that, but
Okay,
I'm
Max.
assuming that Kawhi
And
won't
Jamal
be.
Murray gets healthy, Denver's a contender.
But I don't
both.
think they're ultimately, I don't think they're going to beat the Lakers. I agree there are more contenders in the Western Conference. If Brooklyn's healthy, good luck everybody. Good luck everybody. But I want to show everyone. Can you see this? This is what SportsCenter put out on Twitter. And you have Brooklyn. You're seeing.
You can hold it up.
Look at that. Kyrie and KD and James Harden and Blake Griffin and LA, LeBron James, Carmelo, and Westbrook and AD. And guys, I guess Carmelo is the one farthest from his prime, and you can still see he can play. Blake Griffin seemed to fall off, but then he posterized Giannis, so actually his game is probably as effective as ever.
I have a
He's just
problem
the
with that
fourth option.
photo.
What's that?
I have a problem with that photo.
What's that?
What the hell is Blake Griffin doing being the most prominent face on that picture?
I'm saying I like the composition of the photo. I hear you. If you want to do it relative to their importance, he'd be the smallest.
KD
Yeah.
or LeBron or listen, even Russ or Kyrie.
What are you, the Grinch
Blake
who stole
Griffin is the
sports
most prominent
Christmas?
face.
Stop being
I'm
the
just
Grinch who
saying.
stole sports Christmas.
He is the
This is a
Grinch.
great
He knows
picture.
that. He
You're
owns it.
nitpicking. My point is, like Westbrook, LeBron, AD, Harden, KD, and Kyrie are all more or less as good as they've ever been. Like they're still among the very best players in the game. And Blake and Carmelo are still really good. Like,
Is that
what
your
a
screensaver?
maybe I should make it. What a game, Christmas Day. What a treat. And then Browns and Packers too. What, like, Christmas can't come soon enough. Like Christmas indeed.
I will say this. I do have a complaint. Okay.
What?
First of all, let's make sure if we're the Brooklyn Nets, let me send a message to Sean Marks and Steve Nash and the crew. Could you make sure you wear your black uniforms? I don't know where the hell y'all got those blue Nets uniforms from. What the hell is that about? Get
Sky
rid of them.
blue and
You
red,
in
yeah.
Brooklyn. You in Brooklyn, okay? It's black or white. Black or white. The white with the black trims or the black with the white trims. That's the outfit. Get rid of them damn blue uniforms.
Brooklyn was
looking
always
like you
more
showing up to a
colorful.
Carolina game or something.
Brooklyn
Get rid
was
of
always
it.
more colorful than Uptown. If we're talking about New York style, it was Uptown that kept it monochromatic and dark a lot of times. Brooklyn was always more colorful.
Brooklyn's one of the boroughs. It's one of the boroughs, okay? We ain't down with that little sky blue look
Yeah, I'm with
the
you,
red
Stephen A.
letters and stuff.
Like,
you ain't in
it's
East
not- it's not
Rutherford, New
Tar
Jersey. You ain't in
Heels.
East Rutherford, New Jersey anymore. You in